All right, so first you gotta make sure that the battery is full, and that green light tells you it's full. So we get it on there and try to start the car, make sure it's all tight here. All right, so it can't be relay 109 because you just saw the glow plug lights come up, but turning the key, nothing, right? So first thing to check is to put the key in start position. Take the car off neutral, make sure the parking brake is still engaged so that if we jump it, it doesn't kill us. Okay, so what we have here is a red wire, piece of wire. We're just gonna touch it to the positive terminal here and to the ignition, which is this plug. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like by the starter down here somewhere. And we're gonna touch it. So one end of the wire is gonna be on there, and the other end is gonna be not this main wire here, but there's a second plug that goes into the starter back here. We're just gonna touch it to those 2 points and see if we can start the car. If it doesn't start, it's definitely the starter. So here goes. All right, so you see how I undid that clip to the starter? So it's plugged up in there now, that red wire there, you can see it right there. I'm gonna take this and touch it to the terminal. And you can see sparks, but it's not starting the car, which means the starter's probably toast. So battery came off again, and now the tray has to come out. Tray's got like some bolts here holding it down. We need to remove it for us to have more room. So yeah, let's get to that. All right, so with the battery tray out of the way, you will find that you'll have to remove this power cable going from the positive terminal to the starter. You'll find that there's this clip here that holds this whole bunch of harness together. So take out the loom and all these cables off the clip, and you should be able to move it out of the way, exposing this bolt here. And that's the first bolt that holds the starter onto the car. So you have to work on getting that thing out. And then there's a second bolt at the bottom of the car. I'll show you that in a sec. And you can see the second bolt right there in the middle of the screen there. I've tried hitting that starter a couple times to see if I could get it to run one more time, but had no luck. You could also try that, right? And it's probably a good idea to hit those bolts up with some penetrating fluid and let them sit for a while. Really douse that up. You can see my bolts are pretty rusted, so yeah. So shout outs to Dick for hooking me up with this used starter, known to work before he pulled it out. Make sure you get the right starter for your car. Manual transmission cars have a different starter from automatic transmission cars, so very important. So the top starter bolt in my case actually ended up being an 18, and there was a 13 mil nut holding down the metal tab that keeps this clip in place. So 13 mil to get the tab off, and that was an 18 for me to get that nut. So I lied, I needed more space underneath. I needed to jack the car up, so I rolled the car down my driveway, push it up a ramp, and chock the rear tire. Now I can jack it up and get to that bottom bolt. Both bolts are 18 mil, by the way. Yeah, sure enough, just enough room to crack it loose and pull it out. That's definitely an 18 mil. Here's just a comparison of the two. Dick called it. He said, watch out for this wire. It's probably what burnt up on your car. And he was right. Just look at that thing. Toast. Hang on, let me focus. Yep, all gone. So let's hope this thing works when we throw it on. Oh, and be a good boy and torque both starter bolts to 33 foot-pounds. All right, car's all put together. Say a little prayer. Here goes nothing. Yep. We are back, boys. All right, guys. Hopefully that was easy enough for you to follow. The whole job took me less than an hour, maybe. I was able to do it during my lunch break. Stepped away from the keyboard and just from start to finish, yeah, under an hour. So best of luck. Please don't blame me if you break your car. And as always, set yourselves apart. And until next time, peace.